What's up, sisters and brothers? Happy Friday. Hope it's been a great week for you. If it's not yet been a great week, there is still time to make it a great week. So get out there and do that. It's the first week coming off of my 40th birthday. So thanks for all the birthday wishes. If you've not checked out my What I've Learned blog post over my first 40 years, do check that out. It's at georgegrombacher.com. Some interesting news. I don't know if it's interesting or not. Some big news in the world of financial stuff, talking about how wage growth was 3.1%, and that's the highest it's been for, I think, at least a decade. But what does that really mean for you? Well, it could mean that your wages grew by 3.1%, but I'm really doubting that. Hopefully they went up. Just to frame it, try to make this a digestible thing instead of just some random statistic that doesn't mean anything to you or frankly me really. The median household income in the United States is just over $59,000 a year. So if that wage, let's just assume that's the wage, that grew at 3.1%, that equates to $1,830, about $152 a month. So is that a meaningful number? I think that it really could be. If you couple that with one more meaningful number, and that number is that the average American satellite TV bill is right around $100 a month. So you take $1,800 in the wage growth, throw on another $1,200, you're at $3,000 a year. That is a meaningful number right there. If you take $3,000 a year, put it in some kind of a savings account, just assume an IRA, your 401k, whatever, you get 6% rate of return. That will grow to $237,000 over that 30-year period. And that is also a very meaningful number. And when we talk about living a confident life, I think that the confidence plays such a big role in success, in really probably every aspect of success. I'm sure that you could think of a time when you were feeling confident going into a situation and how that was different from a time where you really weren't. It is a very, very impactful and meaningful thing. And if you knew that you were now automatically in the habit of putting $3,000 extra away a year, and that 30 years from now was going to be almost $240,000, you might be more confident in other aspects of your life, knowing that your financial situation is a little bit better than it was before. So definitely want to encourage you to do that. It was a great week of the Money Savage podcast. On Monday we had Bob Seawright on, who talked about the fundamentals of being a successful investor in today's world. He's been in asset management for 30 years, so a legitimate expert on the field. On Tuesday, we had Kanae Corder on, talking about how being financially successful for so many of us is a process. It's not an event, and I think that that's definitely true. Russ Thornton was on, talking about divorce and specifically how women can best position themselves for divorce, at the beginning of the process, throughout the process, and at the end of it. Obviously, going through divorce is a terrible and traumatic experience for everybody involved, but making sure that your finances, or trying to make sure your finances in order, I think is a really important thing. Yesterday we had Janine Perlstein on, who talked about getting past limiting beliefs that we have. So circling back to the confidence thing, if you could recognize whatever negative and limiting belief habits that we each have, because I know that I've suffered from limiting beliefs in the past, and what am I talking about? I still have them today. Recognizing those and then working past them certainly puts you in a better position to achieve whatever you're trying to achieve. And then today we had on Ryan Curlin, who works at Alpha Architect, and they are experts in exchange traded funds, better known as ETFs. And he broke down what makes ETFs such a unique and valuable financial tool, and frankly, a disruptive financial tool. So that was very interesting. I'm very well versed with ETFs, but he talked to me about some stuff that I didn't even realize. So check those shows out. Anyway, again, I hope it's been a great week. If it hasn't been yet, finish strong. Get out there and make it happen. Since you're watching this, I have the implicit confidence that you are a person who has the ability to have a positive impact, to make things happen. And frankly, like we always talk about, you need to do this. You can do this. We all need you too, because we are all in this together. Have a great weekend.